about some protection magic and some protection amulets, but I can't help being drawn to the Rowan berries at the moment, and so it seems pertinent to talk about Rowan. It's a beautiful, beautiful tree, and it's associated with protection. In fact, it's associated with a lot of magic, of fairy lore. It's said to be a liminal place that opens gateways between the worlds. It's also associated with psychic powers if you take the berries. I've just read, don't take the berries unless they're dry, because it can destroy the vitamin C in your body, which is not good. But when they're dry, they're a great source of vitamin C. The myths tell how the Rowan was brought to the earth by the Tutor de Thanan, being originally a fairy tree. Rowan is associated with fairy groves. It is said it lives in many worlds simultaneously. Rowan wood is particularly good at storing magical energies, and so is a good wood for making magical tools, amulets and charms. So anyway, I seem to have gathered some of this beautiful Rowan here, and I want to use a couple of parts of it to create some protection amulets. And the first things to create is a equal armed cross that was bound with red thread. You can use red cotton, red leather. It's best to use a natural material. Unfortunately, I haven't got a natural material, but I do have an awful lot of red wool. So I'm afraid this is a nylon wool. It's not a woolen wool, but I'm going to use it anyway. And you can wear these. I used to have one. I don't have it any longer. I used to wear it as a necklace. And I felt protected when I was wearing it. But this one I think I'm going to hang on my door to protect my house, or maybe on my hearth somewhere. And it's very simple. You just have to bind the two sticks together. You see that? With the red thread. You'll notice I'm wearing nail varnish today, just to prove that I have nothing against nail varnish. Although I can't do it very well. Yeah. You bind the two sticks together with some red thread. The red represents your life force. It also represents the fire of Rowan. And how much should I take? I don't know. Quite a lot, I think. Keep it steady. The lifeblood of Rowan as well. Folklore says that Rowan can be used to create magic and to dispel magic. Rowan is particularly potent when remembering spells imprinted into its wood. Often called the witch's tree, there are numerous historical accounts of small equal-armed crosses being made of rowan sticks tied together with red thread. These were put at doors and windows to protect the home, or worn or carried in pockets, often in small bags. These charms, it was said, should always be made from a living wood, cut from the tree after asking its permission. It was bad luck to cut a rowan tree without its permission. So first of all I'm going to tie it on, but I'm going to leave one end loose, and the whole tying of it will keep the cross shape. We hope. I've only done this once and I had a thicker thread. I actually used a strip of red cotton cloth. I had a very natural dyed colour which I liked at the time. Okay, so over, can you see that? And then I'm going to go the other way, over, over, and over. Okay, so that's started being quite firm, but now I'm going to start weaving. Trying to keep these as equal as possible. So I'm going to do some weaves that way, and then I'm going to do some weaves the other way. Rowan was often planted outside the home to ward off evil. Its powers of protection are more potent than any other tree. It was often found around stone circles and sacred sites. A rowan found on a boulder or outcrop of rock that has roots that have grown over the rock was called a flying rowan. It was said to be a gateway between many worlds, and used in ritual. One could travel by it or call forth the spirits in trance. So as I'm tying this, I'm thinking of the life force that I'm imbuing this charm. Thinking of the power that the blood has given it life. It symbolises giving something life. I think I don't really want to do that much further. I want to keep the cross shape. To tie it off. I'm going to tie it with 3 knots. By the power of 3, so protect me, so protect my own, so protect my home. And it harm none, so mote it be. And there it is. And I think I'll leave this to hang it on a door. You could weave a little necklace and wear something perhaps a little smaller than this, if you like. And just going to try and get that equal armed across there. Okay, so I found this to be most effective. as a talisman. I shouldn't have done that. And that will guard my home. The sign of the cross is very protective anyway. So I'm happy with that. Maybe just push it around a bit. There we go. So that's one Rowan cross. On the base of each Rowan berry is a 5-pointed star, which made the Rowan particularly protective and magical. Called the Quickening tree, Rowan is associated with vibrancy of life and blood. It was a Rowan tree that was said to have rescued Thor from drowning, helping him out of a river in flood. In some tales, Thor's salvation was due to the Rowan leaning out to save him, offering the strongest protection from malicious magic. It was traditional to also thread together and wear or carry the berries. Another little charm. They used to sell these in Glastonbury quite a lot. You'd find a few people selling them. Little Rowan berry charms, which you could wear as a bracelet. They used to sell them as bracelets. You could wear it as a necklace. And really all you're doing is I put 9 knots to the bottom of double-sided cotton, red cotton again to indicate life force, giving it life and the fire of Rowan. And it's really very simple. I think it's easier to do this when they're fresh and let them dry on the berry. I think I'll just leave a bit of an end there so I can tie it off. You can use magical numbers. You thread the berries together. You can use multiples of 3, which I quite like. And then you can make it as long or as short as you like and wear it for protection. It makes quite a cute little necklace. After spending time with Rowan tree or in a Rowan tree grove, it is possible to pick up their liminal and otherworldly energy and to carry it with you for about a day. Rowans are the most protective magical tree, said to be originally from the land of Faerie. Rowan wood, berries and leaves carry the magical intent imprinted on them from this world to and from the land of Faerie. Rowan is said to exist simultaneously in many worlds. It offers its liminal power as a gateway to protection and as a gateway to magic. It offers fiery strength and protection. It has a long traditional use of being used to protect the home, the family and oneself from evil and malicious magic. There you have it, utilising what you can find around you and working with the plants and with the fairies. Each plant has a spirit, each plant has an energy and a power. And at the moment Rowan is out and it's a particularly powerful tree. You can see it in the vibrancy of that berry. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. I hope to speak to you again soon. Thanks, bye. Rowan is one of the elm trees, called Liz, it is associated with February and with Bridget. It is also associated with fire, passion and strength and life force.